Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. Johnny Mac here, the gravy guy. It's Sauce Saturday, and I'm going to quickly walk you through how to make a smoked sausage and penne casserole. It's a delicious pasta bake that you can make in a matter of minutes with no canned soup. So let me show you how to make this homemade comfort food. Begin with a little light prep work. This recipe typically calls for a can of cream of celery condensed soup. To easily make this homemade version, blend 1 handful of celery leaves with 1 cup or 250 milliliters of milk. I like to use a smoothie maker, however you can use a blender or a food processor. Blend until smooth and you don't really see any of the celery leaves anymore. Put it to the side, finish up your prep work, and round up the rest of the ingredients. The next step of the process is to make the homemade sauce. Pour 1 tablespoon or 30 milliliters of a neutral oil of your choice to a high-sided saucepan over medium to high heat. When that oil's hot, drop in your sliced smoked sausage. I'm using 14 ounces or 397 grams. The smoked sausage can be sliced any way that you like. Sauté the smoked sausage, stirring frequently until it has a light golden brown color. So check it out, this is what you're shooting for. The smoked sausage, it's done, it's lightly colored, it has rendered a lot of fat to the pan, that's flavor, and it'll help add deliciousness to this casserole. Remove the sausage from the pan, put it to the side, and whatever you do, do not clean out that pan. The pan, it should have a good amount of leftover oil and a touch of the fat from the smoked sausage. If not, add some more oil to the pan. Next up, 1 medium onion that's been chopped. Add it to the pan over medium to high heat. Frequently stir and saute the onions until tender and lightly golden brown around the edges. When the onions are just about done, drop in 1/4 teaspoon of ground thyme. Spank in a touch of black pepper and give it all a quick 360. Cook this for about 30 seconds and then you're ready to move on to the next step. Deglaze the pan by adding 1/4 cup or 63 milliliters of white wine. Snag a spatula and scrape the sides and bottom of the pan to release any bits and pieces from the sausage or the onions up into that cooking liquid. Frequently stir and reduce the wine until it's just about gone. Move the onions to the side of the pan, making a well in the center. It's time to make a roux. This is going to be the thickening agent to make this sauce for the casserole. Add 5 tablespoons or 70 grams of unsalted butter to the center of the pan. Melt the butter down over medium heat. To make that roux, drop in 5 tablespoons or 40 grams of all-purpose flour. Try to mix it into the butter first and then incorporate it into the rest of the ingredients. Watch the temperature of the pan, you don't want to burn anything, so if it's too hot, turn it down. And the mixture should look like wet sand, so if it's too clumpy and dry, add more butter. Cook the roux for 1 to 2 minutes and then add 1 cup or 250 milliliters of chicken broth. Give it a quick whisk, try to scrape the sides and bottom of the pan to get that flour and butter mixture up off the pan and into the liquid. Grab your milk and celery mixture, give it a twirl or a mix, and drop it in. To that, you'll add 2 cups or 500 milliliters of heavy cream, also called whipping cream or double cream in some countries. Give it a quick mix over medium heat, and for your convenience, I've added a full list of the ingredients used for this recipe in the description section below. And I'll also add links to the Sauce and Gravy channel cookbooks if you'd like to up your sauce and gravy making game, or maybe make some delicious homemade comfort foods. Bring the sauce to a simmer, stir frequently. Once it starts to thicken up and coats the back of the spoon, you can turn the heat down. At this point, you're ready to move on to the next step, adding the cheese. Drop in 1 cup or 113 grams of grated mozzarella cheese. You'll also add 1 cup or 113 grams of freshly grated sharp cheddar cheese. Stir the cheese in and melt over low heat. So check it out. This is what it should look like. Should be rich, should be thick. Taste it, see if you need to adjust the seasoning. Add a touch of pepper or add some salt if necessary. So that takes care of the homemade from scratch sauce for this casserole. It's creamy, it's cheesy, has a touch of celery. Now we're ready to throw everything together. Round up a baking dish. I'm using a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. Drop in the penne pasta. For this recipe, I used 1 pound or 16 ounces. That's 454 grams of dry pasta cooked per the manufacturer's instructions. Add the smoked sausage and mix it all together. Round up your homemade sauce and evenly pour it over the top of the casserole. Take a spoon or spatula, spread the sauce over the top. The cheese sauce is pretty thick, so poke and prod the casserole, kind of incorporate that sauce down into the pasta and smoked sausage mixture. Bake the casserole in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 191 degrees Celsius, covered for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, take the casserole out of the oven and remove the foil. Add 1 more cup or 113 grams of shredded mozzarella and 1 cup or 113 grams of grated sharp cheddar cheese. Top the casserole off with 1 cup or 60 grams of fried onions. Place it back into the oven for 2 to 5 minutes or until the cheese is melted and the onions are lightly golden brown. And that's it. That's all there is to it. After about a total of 35 minutes, you have a delicious pasta bake. A from scratch down home smoked sausage and penne casserole. Thanks for watching the Sauce and Gravy channel. If you found this recipe helpful, hit that like button. And you know what? If you found it helpful, share it with your friends. They might find it helpful too. And do you like sauces? Well then smash that subscribe button. It's free. And don't forget to hit the all notifications bell to stay tuned to the latest and greatest sauce making tips and techniques. Thanks again for watching, and remember, it's just you, me, and the sauces. Keep whisking, y'all.